Hey, my name's Dylan, and in this video I want to talk about my Fujifilm X100V. This by no means is going to be a technical review or going over any of the specs of the camera. There's plenty of those videos out there if that's the information you're looking for. What I want to mostly focus on is how I've used this camera in my day-to-day life, in my experience, and what I overall think of the camera, and how I've used it to document my family, my friends, and photography in general, and just cover some of the points of what really turned me on to this camera and helped me choose this to be my daily camera. The first thing is its size. By no means is it the smallest camera on the market, but it's small enough to where I can throw it on a neck strap and take it out with me on a day-to-day basis on walks or if I'm out with my family, and it's not a scary camera by any means. It's small enough to where anybody that sees you with it, they're not going to think much of it. You're just a guy with a camera. Compared to, say, something with an interchangeable lens with a larger lens on the front, people might get a little nervous or intimidated that there's somebody out there with a larger camera. And the weight and size just means that I can take this anywhere and not feel like it's tiring or cumbersome throwing it over my neck or over my shoulder. It's always there and always ready for any moments that I see. Fujifilm's well known for their film simulations that are built directly into the camera. I myself am not a big fan of doing a lot of editing in post, and being able to set profiles and film simulations inside the camera means that I'm taking pictures more and doing a lot of less editing in post. Now there's still always the option to set it to JPEG and RAW and then have those RAW files to edit later, but I personally think that the JPEGs look fantastic out of the camera. And being able to take pictures in all these different profiles and all these different film simulations means that you can just kind of experiment and play around with all these different colors. Everything from kind of a faded retro look to the grainy black and whites that I like the most. Accessories. There are so many accessories for this camera. Everything from the soft shutter buttons as well as grips and dozens of different hoods on Amazon. But what I find the more I use this camera, I really appreciate just how simple and minimal this camera is. It's a fixed lens camera, and its size and weight, keeping it on a neck strap and then a simple square hood is really all I need. I do have a thumb rest that I do use when using the telephoto adapter just to help with the counterweight, as well as if I ever do put it on a wrist strap, sometimes I will throw on that thumb rest. But when it's on the neck strap, it's simple enough and stable enough to where I can take it just as is. And I think keeping it simple just really helps highlight the beauty and simplicity of this camera. By no means is this the camera of all cameras. Being that it's a fixed 35 equivalent, it's not going to be for everybody. But that's what drove me to it the most, was the fact that it's a bare bones camera with a fixed lens, small and compact, and the film simulations allowed me to experiment and play with different colors and tones. It's allowed me to document my day-to-day life, my friends, my family, and grow as a photographer, and sometimes just accept that you're not always going to get the shot, but you're going to learn and grow from it with those limitations and help you to become a better photographer.